Hey guys, it's Jen Party from Understanding Energy, and I haven't done a video in a really long time. And I wanted to say hi and also do a bit of an unboxing. There's already a number of videos up about this deck, which I just received today, but I'm excited about it. And I thought I'd just show you a few cards, since you can easily find all the cards in other videos. But I thought I'd show you a few cards and maybe pull a card for us and also talk just a little bit about some things that are happening astrologically right now. So the deck that I'm unboxing is the Dark Days Tarot, and I just cut the box open before I started the video. Has this nice black tissue paper packaging. This is really cute. These little itty bitty cards. I guess these are like mini representations from the deck. How adorable. And it says in the back some information about the deck. I really appreciate that the, I guess, sort of motto card. The card that is on the box, I know already, is going to be this one that's also included here. I really appreciate that it's the Queen of Pentacles, as I am a Taurus, an Earth sign. And here we go. You see that same image there? I had already looked at some videos of this deck on YouTube as well, so I'm aware a bit of the packaging and how nice and sturdy this box is. Oh, it's got a sticker on it. That's why it's not coming open right away. Here we go. Some really nice illustrations, edging on the sides. Silver gilded. Fits in my hand pretty easily, so not, not super small, but very manageable. A little guidebook that's the same size, tucked inside the box. This is the back. I'll just show you a few of the cards. These are going to be really interesting to contemplate. And it's part of the reason I was drawn to this deck, is that the images are so different. So that's the Queen of Wands. I'll just pull some random ones. So here's from the middle, Six of Cups. Also a really different representation. Oh, I like how these are kind of bendy. Oh, okay, so this is organized like all the queens would have been together. Queen of Swords. I can definitely see that. You see that like sort of discrimination of awareness there. I have to look back at the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's interesting. It would be interesting to actually look at the description for her, because she's a little bit more cryptic to me. Although there looks like there's some kind of creative act happening there with her arms. Let's do the other queens. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles you already saw from the little card. I know it's not everybody's taste, the kind of thinner, bendy cards, but I kind of like that. It reminds me a little bit of the Fifth Tarot. Queen of Cups. Really deeply feminine image there, which I love. I'm going to pick a few more randomly. Okay, a few of the major arcana, because those are the ones that are printed on the white, as opposed to the black backgrounds. The Hierophant. It's really interesting. There's like a cloud there. It's like the cloud feels very masculine. And it's got the moon around it. And then there's like this mermaid figure. Huh. It's an interesting contemplation of like maybe the relationship between masculine and feminine, or like tradition, or the cloud of established knowing versus one's own intuitive process. The Fool. This is really beautiful. I love how it includes all the different moon phases. I also just felt, intuitively guided to order this a few days ago. It came right away, like within 2 days. They put 2-day shipping on it, but I love the fact that it's not quite dark moon right now, but it's a waning crescent moon. It feels like a perfect time to start working with this deck. There's the Ace of Cups. And the Magician. Really get a feeling of like esoteric knowledge and workings going on here. Yeah, these are a little mixed up, which is kind of interesting how the white is mixed up with the black. Major and minor arcanas right now. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Really deeply feminine, kind of mysterious deck. Alright, so, Two of Cups is really beautiful, and I really like that. Okay, so astrologically speaking, some of the things that seem to be going on right now. Moon is in Libra as I'm recording this, which of course will change every 2.25 days. I'll shuffle this while I'm talking. And Mars went into Scorpio a few days ago on Saturday. That feels like one of the big deal things. Mars and Scorpio being very mysterious and powerful, and I think forcing us to take accountability for our own energy and way of being and how we are with others. Being intimate, direct, but also knowing our own power. I feel like Mars in Libra, is so much based on the other and on our communication with the other that sometimes we forget our own power of agency and self-possession, our own ability to work magic within ourselves, the alchemical process within our own body as we process things, emotions, energy, thoughts, desires. Mars and Scorpio is much more in touch with this stuff, so it's, I think, really powerful potential with this energy. The other big thing that's going on right now, which I'm sure you all know about, is that Mercury is retrograde. What you might not know is that tomorrow Mercury meets up with the Sun in Sagittarius, and kind of a big deal because Mercury and the Sun have been meeting up in Earth signs when Mercury's been retrograde for quite a while, for the last 1.5 years, I think. And now Mercury is meeting up with the Sun in fire signs. Now, I'm not a specialist in this, although, obviously I work with astrology really regularly and I do consults, but this guy is a specialist in Mercury cycles and how they go through the elements, Gary Caton. So this book of his just came out, and I'm looking forward to reading more in here. But we're going to start going through Mercury and the Sun meeting up in fire signs, which means I feel like if Earth is conservative and demands that we restrain and channel our energies in productive, steady ways that maybe follow established order, then fire is naturally creative, combustive, dynamic, can light up like that. Vision, inspiration, creativity, letting our spark shine. I was born under even though my Mercury is in the sign of Taurus, which is earthy, the initial spark for me before I was born, Mercury and the Sun met up in Aries. So I really am naturally attracted to that creative impulse of thought and expressing it dynamically in the moment. So excited for this new rebirth of Mercury and the Sun. So let me pull a card for us all. What energy we're working with right now as Mercury and the Sun meet up in Sagittarius tomorrow, and as we're adjusting to Mars's entry into Scorpio. What advice does the Dark Days Tarot have? And I'll give some intuitive impressions if I have them. Still, obviously, just unveiled this deck. And then I'll also read what the book has to say. Okay. How appropriate! Ace of Wands. So I'm talking about dynamism and agency, and you know, taking ownership of our desire and working with energy, all these things under the theme of Mercury, Sun, and Sag, and Mars and Scorpio. Mars and Scorpio dealing with some of that transmutation of darker energies into light, and Sag having to deal with higher vision. All right, so Ace of Wands feels to me, you know, there's like both a playful and kind of erotic and darker, mysterious energy coming to combine together, which really feels like very much like those energies coming to combine. This spark that begins in the body and with the will, and is that it's highly individual. Ace of Wands, I feel like this woman, her experience of deliciously being in the body is what lights her up, is what prompts her to move into the world in new dynamic ways, because she's a self-possessed woman who nonetheless doesn't need to hold back from expressing, like wants to play, wants to explore that exchange of energy, but she doesn't give herself away. So this is just me riffing, but some thoughts maybe about this representation of the Ace of Wands, which I really love. And now let's see what the book says. Okay. Ace of Wands. I'm reading everything as upright right now, so creative confidence and fruition. The Ace of Wands indicates an internal urge toward creation, affirming freedom from antecedent limitations and readiness to actualize ideas. This card urges you to harness your creative confidence and feel self-assured that you are gliding into future success. Now is a time to be open, innovative, and positive, not a time to withdraw. So that's from the Dark Days Tarot Guidebook, Ace of Wands. And I want to wish you guys a beautiful day, and I want to encourage you to just nurture the creative freedom of possibility within yourself. Feel what feels honest and true and lights you up and makes you feel delicious in your body, and go for that. All right? So I'll try to get back on here soon. I have lots of ideas and things I want to do, and I've just been kind of holding back in more introspective space for a while. But hopefully I will see you guys more soon. Enjoy your day.